Hi everyone, it's Lex. I'm back again. I wanted to say sorry because a lot of you realized that my comments are off and I didn't realize. I'm still new to this, so I'm gonna try and fix that, so just bear with me. I do want the comments to be on so I can connect with you guys better. But yeah, hopefully I get that sorted soon. So, also I'm recovering from my wisdom tooth being pulled out, so I'm still experiencing some pain. So I'm gonna try my best, but I may need to like stop talking for a bit and pause at times. But so I asked on my Instagram for some questions, and I just wrote them down on my the paper that I got to help me take care of my tooth, because you know, reuse, recycle. Gotta be resourceful in these times. Oh, that's a plane. So give it a minute. I'm used to this. Alright. First question. Favorite show or movie at the moment? Okay, I just finished Outer Banks season 3. It was good, but it kind of just feels like it's being dragged on. I'm also watching Adventure Time, and I'm on season 5 at the moment. It's pretty lit. I also finished a show called One Day at a Time, and that was like really good. You can find it on Netflix. It was a really good show. I recommend it. A lot of representation with like people of color and queer representation. It was also really funny. Alright. Question 2. What's your favorite color? I definitely like dark colors more than bright colors. I'd say black, even though it's not a color, it's a shade. But yeah, I do like I'll just say dark colors. But yeah, I wear black the most. I also like red. Black and red is like an elite combination. Okay, question 3. What's your type? This is a trick question, because I felt like I had a very strict type, but since coming out as trans, I feel like I identify now with like being queer, because I'm open to dating a lot more different types of people than I would have before. So I'm just gonna say people that are trans, mostly because I feel like I can connect to them in ways that I can't with cis people. But if they're a cis, I won't be like, I'm not against dating cis people, but they'd have to be like really supportive and like really cool. Does that make sense? So yeah, pretty much just anyone that's nice and that I find attractive, which is hard to define what I find attractive, but yeah. I think good style for me, and like being creative, and nice eyes and nice hair. Those are like the top things for me. Okay, what phase of life are you in right now? So I just graduated from the University of Queensland. I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Journalism. So right now I'm kind of just like trying to find a job. And also I'm waiting for TAFE to start next year. Because I want to do a Diploma of Information and Library Services, because I feel like that might suit me better. I've realized that I prefer I prefer objects over people. my neurodivergent brain likes objects and not people. So I think it'd be cool to work in a library or a museum. But yeah, I am looking for work right now. I'm doing some babysitting like every now and then to like save some money, and hopefully I'll be back on youth allowance in a few months. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't even know where I see myself tomorrow, dude. Like, I don't know, hopefully I've like gotten top surgery and like I have a stable job, whatever that may be. I've moved out of home, and I have a good support system around me. Maybe be in a relationship. I don't know, like I'd want to experience that, but if it doesn't happen, like, let's chill. And maybe like be traveling, because I don't know if I see myself in Brisbane forever. I want to like see the world and experience some cool things. Alright. Question 6. What was the best experience you had in a queer space? Ooh, this is a good question. I've had a lot of experiences that have been positive. I'm like very lucky that I haven't like really been hate crimed or like, you know, shouted at on the streets in terms of like my queerness. And I know a lot of people that haven't had the same experience. And I have a lot of privilege in that. But probably my best experience is the first ever Pride event that I went to, which I believe was in 2019. I remember like going to the parade, and I was with Open Doors, because I didn't want to be alone. And I remember just like we walked there to the start, and there was just so many rainbows, and I remember just like feeling so like amazed. Like I had no words to describe like the feeling of just like, that was my first time just being around like so many other queer people, and it just like made my heart like really happy. Also I guess just like volunteering in queer spaces also is like, it makes me really happy. Just like meeting other people and helping out in the community, it brings me a lot of joy, and I hope I can keep doing that and give back. Okay, question 7. How's your mental health going? Ugh. Gosh, you know, it's up and down. I am on antidepressants, for my anxiety and depression, which I'm pretty open about. I'm on Lexapro, 10 milligrams I take every day, which helped me a lot. Yeah, I like live at home. It's not the most supportive environment, so that affects my mental health a lot. I do have a psychologist that I see, and she's been like helping me for the last like 2 years, which has been good. I did just get my wisdom tooth out, so I've been in bed and like on some really strong painkillers, so my mental health hasn't been the best. I've had to cancel a lot of like social events and stuff that I was supposed to go to, but I have a lot of cool stuff that I'm looking forward to. Like I have my top surgery consultation with Dr. Ella Saylor coming up on Tuesday, and I'm gonna try and film maybe a part of that, make a video on like how that goes. So I'm really excited for that. And then I have my first hormone appointment in a couple weeks as well, so I have things that hopefully will help my mental health coming up. So yeah, it's not the worst, but it's also not the best that it could be. And last question. I am so sorry. I live in a really loud area. but it's Sunday, so like you would think that it's quieter, but I guess not. All right, last question. This is a like really loaded question. I'm gonna try to answer it like as best as I can. So, how do you differentiate in terms of being trans? So wanting to be perceived differently versus actually wanting to be different. Okay, so basically, I guess this is just asking like how I identify being trans versus just like having a gender crisis and not wanting to always be perceived as like a particular sex. So for me, I always felt differently. Like I never really felt like a typical female. Like I always wanted short hair. I never liked like girly things like makeup, wearing dresses, high heels, skirt, all that stuff. It wasn't like for me. So I guess, and I like also like didn't like my name, but I didn't really like think that I could change it. Like I knew that you could change it, but I just didn't understand like why I didn't like it. I just like always wanted to choose my own name, and I always had a thing for like gender neutral names. I think are like really cool. So yeah, that's how I came up with Lex. But yeah, I guess for me it's like, I mean obviously like being trans, you do care about like people's perceptions, but for me it's like a big one is like how I feel on the inside. So like obviously like I feel like I'm non-binary, like I don't really have a gender, like I'm kind of just like in the middle. And that's just what feels most comfortable with me. And I guess like being trans, you're more likely to feel uncomfortable in your body, like you might have dysphoria. So for me, I have chest dysphoria. I tried using a binder, but it didn't really work out for me. Like it hurt me and it felt really restrictive. So I try to wear like baggy clothes. Like I hide behind hoodies a lot. So yeah, that's one way that I know that I'm trans, is that I don't feel comfortable with parts of my body, and I want to look more masculine. So like in the clothes that I wear, and I realized that it's a lot different to just being a cis, like tomboy. I identified with that because I thought that was what I was. Like I was like, oh yeah, like I'm still a cis woman, but I'm just identify with being a tomboy. But that's actually not, like I never felt comfortable being a woman. Like I don't want to be perceived as one. Like I just have always felt different. So yeah, I also just want like characteristics that are more masculine. That a lot of people that are just like maybe gender fluid or like just cis gender people like don't really like think about, like they don't really think about, oh like what their voice sounds like, or like their hair. Like I get a lot of dysphoria also around like my hair. Like long hair makes me really dysphoric because it makes me feel like I'll be perceived as a woman, which I don't like. And yeah, I want my voice to be deeper, and I want clothes to like fit me like how they fit males. So yeah, that's like a really heavy question. I don't know if I answered it the best that I could. But if anyone's like struggling to figure out like if they're trans or just like gender fluid or something, like I hope that like that can help. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully I will have fixed up the comments by now. So if I did like drop a comment maybe about like what video you want to see next, or like questions, oh sorry, like if you want to see like about top surgery, like my consultation and all that. Bye guys.